Welcome back to the channel, lads. It's a brand new season of our Leipzig rebuild and possibly the final season of this save as well. Now, we want to try and win the treble this season. We want to win the Bundesliga, we want to win the Cup, and also back in the Champions League, we want to try and win that as well. It's much more difficult than it sounds, but let's see how much the board have given to us this season. £255 million. Now, that is much better than what we were given in the previous season. £75 million, I believe we were given, but we sold a lot of players last season, and it looks like some of that budgets have been brought forward to this season, which is good to see. We want to strengthen the team, of course. You want to strengthen the team, and that's the only way we can go on to be successful this season. But of course, strengthening the team, in my opinion, doesn't always mean bringing in better players, and by better players, players with better starting overall. That's not always the case. I'll give you one example. We've got Seiwald, who starts for us in one of those two centre midfield positions. We've also got Zubimendi, who is 88 rated, clearly much better Zubimendi. But for the system that we play, for our style of play, we need someone who's got more legs in midfield, and Seiwald offers us that. As a result, better fits for our system. So when I say we need to strengthen the team, we just need to bring in players that are of better fit to our system, our formation, our style of play this season. And we have to improve the starting 11, and we will be improving the starting 11. But let's take a look at a couple of things first. Let's start with the board objective for this season. Last season, we just about managed to keep our job, by the way. We didn't win the league. We didn't win the cup. I don't think we achieved any objectives last season other than the Youth Academy one. Wow, this season they want us to again win the cup. They want us to finish in the UEFA Champions League places. That's strange. Last season they wanted us to win the league, and then this season they want us to get into the Champions League places. That is strange. But they want us, Youth Academy wise, they want us to sign 3 players into the Youth Academy, brand exposure, 5 clean sheets away from home. Now, we did struggle for clean sheets last season, and this season they want us to reduce player wages by 125k. Well, I'll correct that. We didn't struggle to keep clean sheets. We struggled to keep clean sheets away from home last season, and that needs improving, of course. If we just advance 1 or 2 days into the new season, we will get the most up-to-date squad. Oh my God, Borussia Dortmund there, Champions League winners, 7-6 on penalties against PSG last season. That is good though for the Bundesliga teams. But yeah, advancing 1 or 2 days into the season, the likes of Jack Hell will depart. He signed that pre-contract agreement to join Boavista at the start of this season. And Andres Dreyer joins Rodez on a season-long loan, and Eric Scholes joins Granada on a season-long loan. We have promoted a few more Youth Academy players into the first team, all of whom will be going out on loan, some of them until January, because what we want to try and do is have 1 or 2 Youth Academy players in that final push of the season, just because I think, it'll make it a lot more fun for us, players from our Youth Academy and being here. Hopefully we go on to win the league, the Champions League or the Cup at the end of the season. And we celebrate with players of our own that have come up from our own Youth Academy. I think that will be much fun. But for now, the likes of Finn Janssen, Marco Schweizinger, and you have got Nico Schweizer as well. They will all be going out on loan until January, and we see how they improve, and we will try and record them. Like I said, we will strengthen the starting 11, and one of the positions that I'm looking to strengthen this season is our centre-back position. I felt like we lacked a little bit of height last season. You've got the likes of Taze, Murillo, and you have got Lukeba. All 3 of them are 6 foot and under. We've got Maya, who is 6'5", but we need more than one, physically imposing centre-back to help us this season, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We have still got our Youth Academy scouting from last season carried on to this season, but of course, this will be the final one. As soon as this comes to an end, we're not going to be sending any other Youth Academy scouts for the remainder of the season. But of course, Germany have been quite special for us. Not this time, though. Let's take a look at Sultanov that we sent to Namibia very quickly here. Anyone decent? Shafishuda and Shivute, the centre-back from Namibia. We're going to, of course, give him that contract to the Youth Academy, the Youth Academy contract, that is. And the final scout here, Takuchi, we sent to Belgium for the goalkeeper. Anyone decent? Oh, Julian Thomas looks good. 78, 58 to 78 overall, 83 to 94 potential. Surely you're looking at that potential to be special in there for the goalkeeper. But as soon as this final batch of scouting comes to an end, yeah, that will be it done for youth academy scouting for the remainder of the season. We've got some big transfer offers here already. Murillo from Manchester United. You've got Juan Luis Sanchez from Chelsea, a player that barely played for us last season. Zubimendi, Juventus. If we can get between 110 to 120 million pounds for this deal, similar to what we sold Benjamin Sheshko for last season, I'll be happy to get this deal done, you know. Marco Weisinger, we've already accepted a season-long loan to Holstein Kiel, a team that did just about survive relegation last season, and the loan move for Graf rejected. I'm going to go on and negotiate with the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea, and Zubimendi here. And if they give us what we want for these players, I'm happy to let all three of them go. We will get our first outgoing of the season. It's Martin Zubimendi joining Juventus for about 115 million pounds, I believe. We also get Marco Schweisinger, confirmation there, joining Holstein Kiel. But 115 million pounds for Zubimendi. That's just 5 million pounds short of the 120 we sold Sheshko for last season. Like I said, he's really good, but it just doesn't fit our system. And when we don't play him for those big games, we get the email saying he needs to play more games. And now we can sign a replacement that's much more suitable to our style of play and our system. And it's a good move for us. A really excellent deal there that we have managed to get 150 million pounds for the player. It's more outgoings for us. This time it's Klosterman, our experienced centre-back, joining West Ham. I believe we've got about 10 million pounds or maybe slightly less for this deal. Let's take a look. I mean, I did not want to let him go, as we also get the confirmation of Klein joining as well for 2.5 million pounds, a youth academy graduate leaving us. But Klosterman for 9 million pounds to West Ham, a deal that I did not want to do purely because, he's experienced in the team. He's also German, and we want to keep that homegrown players in the team. But at the end of it, I decided to let him go to West Ham. But this means, though, that we will have to keep Timo Werner now for the remainder of the season. I don't want to let too many German players go. We know Jaquel have left at the start of the season on that pre-contract agreement. Klosterman have now left, another German, and Timo Werner have to stay. It's more outgoings again for us. This time it's Finn, one of our first promoted youth academy players here. I believe he's joining Birmingham on a season-long loan. Good move for him. Palermo rather, on a season-long loan. I thought for some reason it was Birmingham. Maybe we've got another player who's going to join Birmingham. It is Nico Schweisinger on a season-long loan as well to Birmingham. I got both deals confused, but yet again, more outgoings. We need to move out a couple of more players, and we can start looking at and bringing in new players that would improve this team moving forward. So we've got a short list of 5 players here to replace Martin Zubimendi. And by the way, not an easy player to replace, by the way. There are a few things I've considered, the physical attributes. We need someone, a box-to-box midfielder, really. We also need someone who's excellent on the ball, and we also need someone who gives us that defensive awareness, a higher defensive awareness, considering it's that 2-man in midfield for us. It's really important that we get this right, by the way. And looking at all the players we have scouted here, I mean, Hugo Larsson, he fits that bill a lot more than the other players. 80 defensive awareness, 89 and 91 long and short passing. That's the closest thing to Zubimendi. Santos, not bad defensive awareness, 72. And the long and short passing, it's not too bad. Physically, he's also really, really good. Exactly the same as Scott, who, again, physically is good. The passing is good, but the defensive awareness falls short of Hugo Larsson's. I know we've already signed Larsson before. We've already used him because we signed him for Blackburn Rovers. And it's a shame that I'm going back to sign players from my old team, but I'm going to have to do this deal here. We might have to pay somewhere between, 70 to 80 million pounds to get this player, but I think it's worth it. We can spend the money that we brought in for Zubimendi. We're still going to have a little bit left there. We sold Zubimendi, of course, for £115 million. I am tempted to start the opening offer here at £65 million, but at the same time, I don't want them to walk away finding that insulting, because our first game of the season is round the corner, and we want to have this player in the team and the squad going into that first game of the season. Okay, they're asking for Old Drago, as well as a huge sum of money there, and I don't want to give them Old Drago. It's going to be important for us this season. I'm going to stick with the £70 million here, really. I think we might have a deal done for between 70 to, oh my God, I was going to say between 70 to 80 million pounds, 95 million pounds. Now that's going to shatter the 50 million pounds that we paid for Engels last season. That is way too much money. How about we go 75 million pounds and include a 10% sell-on clause there to sweeten the deal? Oh, that's a reasonable offer. Okay, I didn't expect them to accept that. I mean, 95 million pounds was a lot of money, but I'm willing to give them that 10% sell-on clause. We're gonna go and let's give him 80k a week here, similar sort of money that Zubimendi was earning, and of course that 200k in signing on bonus. That is a reasonable offer, and we have a new record signing at Leipzig. £75 million and a 10% sell-on clause. What a deal this is. I think we might have just signed a player that might be the difference maker for us winning the Bundesliga this season. It's going to be tough, and we finished 4 points above, or 4 points behind Bayern Munich last season. And in order to compete with them again this season, as well as some of the other teams that will be up there come the end of the season, the likes of Dortmund, the likes of Dortmund, and you've got the likes of Leverkusen as well, Frankfurt. We need to sign players that would make us better than these teams. But this is a good signing for us. There is more and more outgoing. It's Jordan Teze to Juventus. That's the second player Juventus have signed from us this season. First, Martin Zubimendi, and second here we have got Jordan Teze. Again, the reason I'm letting the player go is because we want to bring in a centre-back that's got height, that's more physical in that centre-back position for us. But for how much? Let's take a look. For £32 million. That is a really good deal, you know. And here is another outgoing, Tony Vaish joining Cracovia on a season-long loan. Fair offer here for Juan Sanchez from Bayern Munich. Of course, this is a team that we're going to be in, direct competition with this season. The last thing we want to do is strengthen this Bayern Munich side that is already overpowered at the moment. Previously, we've had offers from Chelsea, Inter Milan, Villarreal, all fall through purely because they have refused to pay our asking price. Now, I've got a different idea with the player, Juan Sanchez, that is. I've got Asane Diao, who is right-footed and one of the wide players that we're looking at. We've also got David Meller, who is left-footed. Now, my preferred option is to go for a right-footer and include Juan Sanchez in that deal, plus about 20 to 30 million pounds, depending on which of those players that we're going for. We're going to try and, get the swap deal started here. And for Diao to begin with, I do think, we can get the player for about 60 million pounds. So Sanchez plus 30 million pounds is a good starting point here. Now, it could be rejected. It could be rejected, of course, but it is worth a try. It is definitely worth a try, especially the fact that Juan Sanchez doesn't fit in our ideas right now. He's not an attacking and wide player. He's more of a defensive option, and it's going to be difficult. But £37.7 million. You know what? I really do think we can get this done for the £30 million. I'm gonna of course try exactly the same thing again. That's a more realistic offer. Okay, we're gonna tidy up the paperwork. This will be our second signing of the season. One question I've got after completing this deal is, what would we do with Alvaro Fernandez, who's the player playing from that left-hand side at the moment? And of course, we're bringing in Diao to play from that left-hand side. What would we do with Alvaro Fernandez? But this is a really good deal for us. I've got a hiccup, sorry about that. But this is an excellent deal for us, in my opinion. £50,000 in wages, 200k in signing on bonus. We might well listen to offers for Alvaro Fernandez, or maybe the fact that we will have more games this season, we might need competition for places. I haven't decided yet, but let me know in the comments. Should we listen to offers for Fernandez or keep him for competition moving forward? Of course, Diao can play on both sides of the pitch, not just on the left-hand side. He can also play on the right-hand side, clearly better than Vincent Schumacher at the moment. But given what Schumacher has done for us last season, 8 goals and 12 assists, what we don't want to do is take him out of that starting 11 at the moment. But good signing for us here. And we will start the season away from home against Mönchengladbach. Straight after that, though, we are going into the next month where we have got games against Bochum, Bayern Munich, we have got Heidenheim, and then Frankfurt. 2 teams there that finished in the top 4 last season, and you would pretty much expect them to be up there again this season. So it's a tough month for September coming up for us, and of course, we will have the Champions League draw as well to know which teams we will face in the league phase of the Champions League. It's a small squad right now, and we barely have anyone in the reserve, but we will promote a few more youth academy players and maybe 1 or 2 signings to improve the squad. But we will see what happens, whether we get any other offers for our players from now to the end of the season. For now, though, we have got a big game away from home against Mönchengladbach, and we need to start this season with a win. Come on, Leipzig. Although we've only brought in 2 players, we've only signed 2 players this season, I think both players will be transformative to the way we play. Think about Hugo Larsson in midfield. He gives us the ability on the ball of Zubimendi, not quite as good maybe, but off the ball he offers us so much more. And once again, I forgot to show the starting 11 for the opponent. It's too early to be making that mistake. It's only the start of the new season. But I'm really sorry about that. But you think about Diao, who we brought in to play from that left-hand side. Again, it's going to offer us a lot more going forward compared to Alvaro Fernandez. Defensively, we might suffer a little bit. But then again, I believe if we become a team that would keep more of the ball, we have got a big chance this season. Switch of play here to Torres. Is he going to do anything? It's a good ball on the inside, though. We've got to get close. So much space on the right-hand side. Oh, my, he was so good last season, by the way. I never spoke about him too much, but he's now 82 rated, I believe. He's only going to get better for us. The 6'5" centre-back that we signed from Rayo Vallecano. This could be the first one. Oh, Schumacher looking to start the season exactly how he ended last season with goals and assists. You're not gonna run past him. He's so quick, he's so big, he's so strong, he's so powerful, Maya. You're just not gonna go past him like that. Very impressive centre back. I don't know if he's a regen of someone, or I'm really not sure. But what I know is he's 6'5". He's an absolute unit for us, and he's got so much pace as well. Here's Bishop to Larsson. Can we get the support? Oh, over the top, one touch, bang, finish. Bruno, that's Vinny Ball right there. That is Vinny Ball. Over the top from Larsson. Good pass there from Bishop to find Bruno in so much space. The awareness, though, the awareness of Bishop in that situation. I mean, that's the type of goal that I like to score on really unselfish. It's all about that. Oh, look at him again, Maya. It's all about that game intelligence, isn't it? To know there's someone free in the box, the unselfishness. I mean, you want your strikers to be selfish, but your center attacking midfielders, although they will get goals, predominantly they're there to create chances. That's a good ball to Larsson. Larsson with a strike. Oh, that's so cheeky. That is so cheeky from Bruno. That is ridiculous. Take a look at this again. The touch there to get in, to just get away from the defender. The defense was so close to him. It's the fake shot, isn't it? You think he's going to shoot, but then he takes it to his left foot. Look at it, shot blocked. Think he's going to shoot, he takes it to his left foot. Oh, the composure on that finish. 18 goals in the Bundesliga last season, and it's 2 in the first game this season. Terrific striker, Come on. We did struggle to keep clean sheets away from home last season. Oh, big save from JD. That is a big save. Oh, I was just saying we did struggle to keep clean sheets away from home last season, and that's something we want to do a little bit more of there. The pass couldn't get to Diaw. There's Luke Haber to Vincent Schumacher. Good ball to Bischoff. He's injured. I'm not quite sure when he picked up that injury, but I hope it's not too serious. Come on, Diaw. Let's get the run from you. Okay, here's the third one. Surely the touch heavy. Oh, the touch is heavy. But he should still finish that chance. See, our wide players have been so attacking this game. Substitutions here, the likes of Moreira, Werner, Baumgartner, and Radko will all have a go for the remaining 15 minutes. Taking off Bruna for Radkov, of course. We don't want him to get injured. We can remember he got injured last season. Good ball to Baumgartner. Can you find space on the inside? Yes, you can. Engels, the powerhouse in midfield. He finds Radkov on that favourite left foot of his. Surely it's 3-0 here. Oh, what a save that was, by the way, to stop Radkov from getting a goal there. It could have been easily 3-0 and game over. They might have one last opportunity there on the break. Borussia Mönchengladbach, they didn't really trouble us in this game. I can only think about the one attempt they had, which was a big save, to be fair, from Jadon off his line really, really quickly to close the angle, close the distance from the striker, and it's a big save from him. But we do go on to keep the clean sheet. We need more of these clean sheets away from home, but fantastic performance. Bruna with the double for us. This is what I mean, though. Alvaro Fernandez already complaining. It's only the first game of the season. This is why I have to really think about offers for him. But let me know in the comments. Smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.